Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of DmC Devil May Cry. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. And alright, we're on mission 5, Virility. This mission was kind of neat. The end boss is... well, you have to have a bit of an acquired taste for this boss, so just a heads up on that one. But let's get right into this. And like always, if I have anything that I can remember or any commentary, I'll let you guys know. Alright, let's get into this.
I was here years ago as a child. I explored the whole facility unseen. I sensed a demon under the factory. Succubus, an ancient one. I believe it's the source of the psychotropic ingredient. That's what they use to control us.
Welcome, visitors, to the Virility Factory. Virility's secret ingredient is what makes Virility the #1 soft drink in the world. And best of all, it has been scientifically proven to improve weight loss by 21% and enhance sexual performance by 63%.
How do people actually fall for this crap?
If you're told something's true often enough, you tend to believe it. Told me I was crazy for seeing demons.
Yeah. They tried telling me I was a basket case too.
Wanted to put me on drugs. Said it would make me better. They lied. They just wanted to keep me weak. Docile.
How did you figure it all out?
Virgil pulled me out of the nightmare. You?
When the people you're supposed to trust most turn out to be demon scum, your eyes really do open up to evil everywhere. I took a stand, fought back, killed, no matter the consequences. So I chose my path and I lived by it. And after all that anger, violence, and death, you have to dig deep. Dig into your own heart. To see if you are still sane. Or if you can still call yourself human.
I just knew in my heart I wasn't crazy.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is where the magic ingredients are mixed together to give you the unique taste of virility.
The succubus is hidden deep inside the factory, but there is no physical way to reach it from our world. Only from Limbo. There's a rift inside.
Rest assured that it has been deemed both safe and beneficial by our trustworthy and ethical scientists.
Oh, I thought I picked the wrong outfit. But I guess it's just the colors in this area.
This way, I think.
You said you'd been here
Wait.
before.
I want to go this
Yes,
way.
but it was during an out-of-body experience years ago.
Flying around in spirit form.
Yeah, in Limbo. Virgil says it could be an effective intelligence gathering tool, but I can't do it at will.
So, how did you do it before?
It was triggered by extreme
Oh, so it
psychosomatic
doesn't even
trauma.
really matter.
The nightmares.
Oh, I didn't notice that there's
What are the
bubbles actually in
nightmares?
these tanks. That's neat.
It's in the past now.
That's another thing I really like about replaying these games, you know, for the channel, is that I get to see things that I missed before, and you know, it's just fun to replay them, and also I just like to talk about them as well. You know, it's really fun. Like I was replaying, what was it, Resident Evil 4. I haven't done it on the channel yet, but I was replaying Resident Evil 4 earlier in the year on the PS4, because a friend of mine got the HD edition for the PS4. Oh, there's a video.
This is where they store the merchandise ready for export. It's funny.
What is?
I expected it to be bigger. A lot bigger. But then, I was just a child when I was here. And I was in limbo,
What are you doing here?
escaping my nightmares.
You came to Limbo to escape your nightmares.
Yes.
Once you're in limbo, all you have to do is retrace your steps back to the mixing room.
Should be easy enough.
Maybe, but the demons may sense you once you're in limbo, so stay alert.
And once I've reached the mixing room,
You'll be able to descend deep down into the factory.
and kill me a succubus.
Okay, it's here.
All right, see you on the other side.
More fun.
Dante?
Down here.
Oh, good.
You're right. It's a lot bigger here in Limbo. What next?
Head back to the mixing room. I'll meet you there.
Obesity, stupidity, drink virility.
But yeah, like I was saying about missing things and coming back and seeing them. Like I was saying about Resident Evil 4 before the cutscene came up. One thing that I did notice, which I thought was really neat, which I know it has nothing to do with the story, and I know it's just Capcom, they just decided to reuse assets from previous games just to fill in some world space and whatever. But something that I thought was really neat was in the castle section of the game. There's a spot where you can look, and one of the paintings that are on the wall is actually a picture of the Spencer Mansion that they used in Resident Evil Remake. Because in the Resident Evil Remake, the GameCube one, they had... Oh, that. Okay, good. Obviously, same thing like the original game. They had pictures of the mansion inside of, well, the mansion. So, in Resident Evil 4, one of the paintings that they have in the game, like I said, I know it's just reusing assets and stuff just to, you know, make the castle feel more, I don't even know how to say it, castle-y. I know that makes no sense, but yeah, they have a picture of the Spencer Mansion. When I do my Resident Evil 4 playthrough, I'll see if I can find it. Like I said, it has nothing to do with the game itself, nothing story related at all. It's just them reusing assets. Sorry. Just for visuals. But I thought it was something really neat. So like I said, if I remember when I play Resident Evil 4 on the channel here, I'll make sure to show that off if I can find it. But I can't remember exactly where that is in the castle, so... Ah, shit. Alright. Hey, how do you spell live? There you go. There we go. Oh. Okay, we'll take these guys out first, and then we'll get rid of, you know, Biggie Bob. That's what we're gonna call him, Biggie Bob. Alright, come on, Bob. Nope. No, see, like that guy there, you can use, what do you call it? I think you can use regular weapons. I can't remember. But it's things like that. You know, like I was saying in the previous episode about being in a good flow for combos and stuff. And then, like, you know, a big guy like that shows up. Like, okay, now we can take out that guy, which shouldn't affect combos. But because now you are fighting all these guys, and you have to switch to using like a fire weapon or something, it really, really breaks the combos, in my opinion. And that's one thing that, like I said, I didn't really like about this game. I mean, I see what they were going for. They wanted to do something different, and you know, and I give them credit for wanting to try something different. But, crap. Is he dead? No. But like I said, I can see. Shit. I don't know. It just didn't work out. And I think, what way do we gotta go? This way? Oh, there we go. Oh, crap. And I know there's some, let's see here. Keys, secret doors, lost souls. Yeah, see, I'm missing a lot of stuff in this mission. I have no idea where they are. And the problem is this mission's really did it again. This mission's really big. And, oh, I can just go like this. Wow. Okay, never mind. Okay, where do I go now? Oh, I think I gotta go up top. Yes, no. What's up there? Is there any way? Let's see here. I do apologize for the coughing and stuff. No? Oh, we made it. I think I'm just going backwards, though. Oh, maybe not. There we go. Oh, shit. Maybe I'm actually supposed to be going this way. Okay, yeah, this is the way I'm supposed to be going. But yeah, like you saw, I'm, oh, hold on. Yeah, so exactly like this. See how there's fire and ice guys, right? So you take damage and stuff. So this would be like, oh great, you know, doing a good combo. And then like, with these guys, you know, I have to use icing. And then now he throws fire down, as you can see, so you have to keep your fire weapon on. It really breaks the flow of the combat. And I know I'm complaining and stuff, but I don't know. I'll try not to complain too much in this series. Alright, let's do this. Crap. Okay. See, that's another thing I know I said I wasn't going to complain, but why are you not locking in? That's another big thing that I really didn't like about this game, with all the swearing. I mean, it's not necessary, to be honest. I know they were trying to act like, oh, let's make the game hip, let's make it cool. Really, I was shooting it, didn't do anything. I know they wanted to try to make him, you know, like he was a punk and he was like, oh yeah, and trying to be cool and stuff, but it was, I don't know, I really, same thing with Devil May Cry 5, you know, with Nero. Call me old school, call me whatever you want, but like, I don't know, I don't think swearing needs to be in Devil May Cry, I don't think it needs to be in Resident Evil, you know what I mean? I mean, I know I grew up in a different time. I'm not saying I'm super old, because I'm not. But I grew up in a, you know, in a different time where
Dead
games and movies and stuff, they didn't.
Where the
need to
hell
have
is that
swearing
mixing
in it,
room?
you know, every 5 seconds for it to be enjoyable. And I don't know, that just really annoys me. Same thing with. I know a lot of people are gonna be surprised about this. And my fiance already knows this as well, and it's not because I'm actually in a relationship. A lot of people be like, they would say it just because they are. Me personally, though, what I'm trying to say is, when it comes to female characters in games, the one thing that drives me crazy is when they have the breast physics, or if they're basically wearing nothing. Like, I don't know, that shit drives me crazy. Like, an example, and it's even in Resident Evil. And I know I'm not going to say Resident Evil 3 because she's wearing the tank top. That actually doesn't bother me, to be honest. And I know you're going to say, oh, well, you just said that that stuff bugs you. For Resident Evil 3, it kind of makes sense in a way, because think about it, she's running away from Nemesis. Trying to get away from zombies and all that kind of stuff. So yes, she's not wearing. Sorry. Yeah, she's not wearing a lot of stuff. But at the same time, though, the less stuff that you're wearing, you have less restrictive movements. So in reality, it's helping her move faster. You know, it's making her able to move faster. Oh, did I just screw up? I want to go back to that area. Nope. But yeah, I don't know, for Resident Evil 3, her outfit's fine. What I was actually trying to get at, like I said about Resident Evil does that too for what I was talking about, is, oh, I guess I already did this one, is the Resident Evil remake. And I didn't notice this until actually, I think it was late last year, and I've been playing the remake since it came out, so I've been playing it for a long time. And I didn't notice it actually until I was playing the PS4 version when I picked that up. When Jill moves, they actually have, you know, breast physics for her. They actually move up and down when she walks. And okay, I'm not gonna walk in here just yet. Yeah, like I said, they added physics for her, so when you're walking and you're running, you know, they, you know, move up and down. And like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, who cares, it's just a game. Or it's like, oh, well, you're a guy, and you're just saying that because you're in a relationship and you don't want your girlfriend to be mad at you. No, I'm being completely honest, I really don't care for that stuff. Like, it drives me crazy. Like, I don't know, now I can't unsee it. You know what I mean? And I went back and I played the GameCube one because I'm like, well, no, maybe they just added this in the remake with, you know, or I mean, they added it in the PS4 one and the PS3 one because of new technology and blah 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 whatever, right? And they just wanted to appease the male fans and stuff. No, I went back to the GameCube, and the same thing, like they have that in the GameCube too, and I was like, really? No, like, I'll finish when this is done.
What in the shitting hell is going on here?
The mixing process. But it's the source we're interested in.
I'm guessing our succubus is on the other end of that.
That's right. This way.
Trouble.
Give me a minute.
Be careful.
Anyway, like I was saying, yeah, so I went back to the GameCube version, and I'm like, well, no, they must have just added this to the shit. They must have just added this to the PS3, the PS3 and the PS4 one. But no, they added it. It was originally in the GameCube one as well. And I was like, really? Like, I don't know. And I know I'm going on complaining about random, stupid, shit. But I don't know, it just drives me crazy. I don't know, maybe I'm broken. That was the one thing, going in and playing Resident Evil 2 Remake, that's the one thing I was honestly so happy about. That they didn't over-sexualize or anything, or make her in quotation, or make Claire in quotation, super, sexy or whatever. You know what I mean? I was so happy about that. That they made her, proper proportions. They gave her regular outfit. Okay, yeah, I complained a little bit originally about changing her outfit. But eventually I got over it. But overall, I'm glad that they didn't, I don't know, change her. They didn't give her any physics or anything. She was normal. And I love that. That's the one thing I absolutely loved about Resident Evil 2. Same thing with, with Ada. Okay, yeah, she's a bit smaller in the chest area. But okay? I'm so glad that they didn't have them bouncing or flopping around. Like, I don't know, it just drives me absolutely crazy. That's one thing, too, that really bothered me, since we're playing Devil May Cry. I'll bring this up. Devil May Cry 4. With Trish and Mary. It was so stupid. Like, anytime they walked, and they were bouncing and, going all over the place. Like, I don't know. And I know I'm ranting and all that stuff, but it's unnecessary, and it's just stupid. And I know they were doing it to, appease, the male audience and stuff like that. But, that stuff just drives me freaking crazy. Like, it's so stupid. That's one thing I absolutely loved. Going into Devil May Cry 5. Sorry about the coughing again. Going into Devil May Cry 5, that's one thing that I absolutely loved. They went for their character designs for Trish and Mary, which everybody knows her by Lady. In their design, they went back to their original designs, like their original, even like their body figures. They went back to their originals. Which I love that. There's no need for, Devil May Cry 4 when they made them, when they made them so big, and especially, I'm really sorry about the coughing. I know it must be annoying. Especially Lady, she's walking, talking to Dante and this and that, and her jacket's open, and they're literally just bouncing all over the place. Like, why? Why do that? You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people complained when Devil May Cry 5 came out or even before it came out, when they were showing off the new characters and stuff, when they showed Trish and they showed Lady, a lot of people were complaining, oh, they nerfed them, oh, they made their boobs smaller, oh, this, they changed them, blah, 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 all that stupid stuff. Like, I, for one, in my opinion, I loved it. I'm so happy that they went back to their original. And then, you know, Trish has, her outfit design is a little bit different, but it's based on her, what do you call it, Devil May Cry 1 outfit. I thought that was absolutely awesome. I loved that. That was so cool. Lady's outfit, or Mary's outfit, was alright. It wasn't my favorite, but I like the fact that they're proper proportions, you know what I mean? And they're not, you know, appeasing, I guess, in quotations, as you could say, you know, to the male fantasy and having everything out in the open and all that. Because that's not what those characters are about. That's another thing that really drove me crazy. And I am going to end this episode here, but I'm just going to continue what I'm saying real quick. That's one thing that really bothered me about Devil May Cry 4, was that these characters, you have this really strong, independent women character, whatever. And, you know, you play Devil May Cry 1, you know, she's there, Mundus sends him there, Mundus sends, you know, Trish to find Dante, obviously, and, you know, she's there dressed as, not dressed, but they're a clone of his mom. You know what I mean? And she's really powerful, this and that. And, I guess you could say, oh, it's the PS1, or sorry, the PS2 limitations or whatever. But, you know, she wasn't acting seductive, if that's even a proper word, seductive in any way toward him. Her outfit wasn't super revealing. Okay, yes, the top was a bit small, but, you know, they weren't bouncing all over the place or anything, you know, and she was an important character. And, you know, she's a really smart character. And then you move forward, or I guess you could say backwards in the timeline, but move forward to Devil May Cry 3, and you have Mary. You know, she was pretty young in the game. I think she was the same age as Dante and Virgil. I think she was around 17, 18 as well, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. But, you know, she's out for, you know, revenge. She wants to kill demons. She wants to, if I remember correctly, she wants to take out her dad because he, you know, killed Anne, which is Mary's mom's name. And, you know, she's wearing, you know, this really neat outfit. You know, she's wearing a white shirt, and I think she's wearing, no, she's wearing shorts, I think. But still, you know, she's, you know, clothed up. She's not flaunting anything like that, you know, and her personality and her story was the most important thing. Move forward to Devil May Cry 4, and they're reduced to nothing but, you know, to basically sexual objects. And that really bothers me. That's one thing I didn't really enjoy Devil May Cry 4. I mean, there are things that I did like about it, but that's one of the main things I absolutely hated about that game. You have these two strong characters, you know, and then when the fourth one comes out, they're like, oh, let's sexualize them as much as we can. And I know that, like I said, I'm ranting and I'm going on and stuff, but that shit just drives me crazy. You know what I mean? So I was very, very happy with Devil May Cry 5, bringing them back to realistic proportions, and not basically their... Oh, sorry for the coughing, must be really loud. I'm really glad that they brought them back down to normal, and or basically they're there for story. Yes, they didn't have very much to do with the story, and they didn't play a very, very big role, but still, they still help. They're still there. I think the only thing that you can say, oh well, they did this or whatever, was there were two missions. One mission where you fought Trish, and there's one mission where you fought Lady. And their bodies were using the demon shells were using their bodies to fuel them, to power them. And obviously they're naked because of that. You don't see anything though, and they're still covered up. So, but still overall, you know, I'm glad how they handled those two characters in number 5. And now, I've gone completely 360 and off topic. And I completely, I apologize for that. But, yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to end this episode here. Because I'm going to keep, ranting and going on. I really don't want to do that. Because I don't want to ruin the, ruin the series and stuff. But I do find this series, I don't know why I chose this series. But, to talk about, games, obviously most, Devil May Cry and Resident Evil. But what I like about them, what I dislike them, certain things here and there and whatever. And I think this game would be a great, what do you call it? A great way to discuss things as well while I'm playing it and stuff. So, if you did enjoy the video, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment if you agree or disagree with any of the stuff I said in this episode. Yeah. So, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next episode. Hopefully you do enjoy the way how I'm sorry. Hopefully you do enjoy the way I'm handling the commentary in this game. And yeah, so I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you guys in my next episode.